What it is, what it do, all my goblins, goblins, and everybody in between. How y'all doing today? Back again with another one. See what kind of shenanigans we got going on. Looks like some women are going to Miami for some shenanigans. So let's check this out and see how it's gonna go.
And I'm just at home, like, watching the Miami boys throw away thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. That man said they threw away 400,000
She look like she just came from dead presidents. If you don't know what that is, I'm showing my age.
dollars last night. And I'm gonna just say this: if y'all want to give away money that bad, call me. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not going to buy no Dior slides, no Louis bag, Gucci, little dumbass Chanel. I'm not doing that. I got 3 businesses right now that need funding.
Your hair not done and all of that. What's up, baby? Talk to me.
Hey, so I already have a trick. He already pays my rent, paid my car off. We go on trips like to Hawaii and things like that. But I want more. Like I want a house now, but I don't know how to like push into that.
Okay, now I'm here to help you, and that's actually in my ebook. So, how much money estimate he spent on you?
She had to mention the ebook because she got to get these other women to go and buy this, which is that's in of itself is a scam. But they're gonna fall for it because they want to scam other people. So they're gonna get her money to learn to scam other men out of their stuff. So she's saying she 22 and this dude pay her rent, her car, and give her $5,000 a month. That's $60K a year. That's ridiculous. This girl got a full time above the median, the average salary, full time paying no job. She's getting paid to exist and got rent and her car taken care of. Like I don't know who this dude is, but he need a reality check.
I have an unlimited credit card, and then he sends me like $5,000 a month.
And you mind me asking what race he is?
He's white.
Perfect. I love it. You won.
Okay. All right.
Now, my next step is make sure you on his life insurance policy. Make sure you on his 401k. Now, be honest.
God.
Do you work?
No, I do not work.
Okay. Do you have a business?
I do have a business.
Okay. So, have you ever asked him for money for inventory for the business?
Yes.
And has he provide?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next question. Where do you live now?
In Idaho.
No, like the living space, like apartment house.
A suburban home, yeah.
So a home or apartment?
A home.
Do you own it?
Yes, it's under my name. But I don't. I
pay
rent
it off,
it.
or you want a new one?
I want a home, like mortgage, like I want a home. This is just like a rented home.
Okay, so mortgage. See, I done got a mortgage up out of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you how you do it.
Okay.
You be like.
And here's the thing, I don't believe for a fact. I don't believe for a second that this chick over here on the left side got anybody to pay her mortgage. Right side, I would be more apt to believe that. Left side, absolutely not. I don't believe that one way or the other. She gonna say what these women want to hear. Get them to buy her ebook, which is probably $30 to $45, something like that. And they gonna spend the money to go and quote unquote learn how to scam these cats. And all they do is giving her free money.
You guys are consistently hunching, or is just pay?
I see him like one time every 3 months.
See, I need you to see him a little bit more.
Okay, sounds good.
So now, can you get your pencil and paper for me?
Yes, I got you.
Yes, I'm getting that right now. Give me 1 second. I'm on my lunch break. First, you need to see him more often.
You on your lunch break? You just eating straight pudding?
Okay.
Okay. Now, have you ever taken him out to eat?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you do that?
He takes me out, and then I take him out.
How often? How many
times
times
a week together? I'll do it like twice that week.
Okay, that's really good. So now what you're gonna do is talk to him and be like, hey, I'm going through a lot with this home. Start saying the pipe's not working. Okay? Toilet flush. Oh my God, the ceiling just leaked. I don't know if you gotta throw water on the ceiling and make it drop. Now saying the home is bad energy. You can't sleep at night.
All right.
So how are you gonna tell your man you can't sleep at night?
And that's the sad part. So maybe she did scam somebody, because if she using the right phrase and this dude really like legitimately cares about her, and I'm assuming he do, giving the money and stuff that he providing for her, he might go do it. He might go do it. He don't realize it's a scam, which is why you need to be savvy as far as some of the stuff going on online, because she crazy enough to come up on this other girl show and ask this question just blatantly out there on the internet. So if he ain't paying attention, he gonna miss it. But it's just as easily he could come across it and know what kind of person she actually is.
I'm just gonna call him and be like, hey babe, I think I'm having a hard time like staying in this area. I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I don't feel safe here anymore.
Yes,
I think a better
I just
place.
feel like it's bad energy. I'm waking up with nightmares.
Okay.
Yes, you're having very bad nightmares.
Okay. Sounds good.
And mess like this,
if you-
fellas,
there's
is why you need to
termites
stay
and
on your
roaches.
P's and
They,
Q's.
I call the landlord and they're like not helping me, and it's just too overwhelming for me.
Okay, sounds good.
So
Be
now,
more
right
sad.
on your notes, you're overwhelmed.
Okay.
Okay.
Overwhelmed.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! You're showing me how unserious you are.
5 minutes later.
When y'all see me talking to these girls, I'm not playing. I don't know why y'all think I'm trolling and playing. Yeah, it's because these hoes keep giving y'all matchas and Pilates on TikTok. Y'all think that's a fairy tale land. No, it's not. That's not life. Life is you got to wake up, go to work, pay bills. It's 10 o'clock. I should be sleeping. I got to get up and go to this shop, pack up orders, do emails. I got a meeting.
Yeah, but if you running your business, that's the sacrifice you make for that business. And if you grind to it and you're doing it correctly, hopefully that business will be successful. I mean, not all of them can be successful, but what you can do is, matter of fact, most people statistically, their first business is gonna fail. But you take those failures, you use what you have learned to launch a second one to do it better the second time, or you go and you teach somebody else how to do it. Right? Anything that you failed in, you can use the opportunity to learn and do it better the next time, or teach someone else to do it better and work with them. Right? If she complaining about sending out this stuff and these emails, what you got the business for? You online griping and complaining and whining about it, but it's what you doing. You chose to go do that. It's like me complaining about having to record this voiceover and edit these videos, but I'm the one doing it. Like this, and you would hope that it takes off. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You don't know until it happens. I give it X amount of time, and if it within X amount of time I'm not seeing any results, maybe it's time to move on to something else. You know, maybe you want to keep burning that energy doing that, but at the same time, I know people have seen a little comic where like you got the two guys digging, and one guy turns around and give up, and it's right there. The diamonds are right there behind the next hit. Right? It could be just like that. You know, you give up, you cave in. Your success might have been the next video, might have been the next post, but it's a decision that you alone have to make. It's either stop doing what you're doing and go back, or find something else, find another avenue, or keep the grind going. And maybe your next thing is what's gonna take off. But sitting there complaining about it ain't gonna do nothing. That's a waste of energy. The time that you spent complaining about this could have been up doing stuff.
My trick one cat, it's a lot of shit I gotta do. My chauffeur business working. I'm tired, I'm drained. My voice, this not even my real voice. My voice, they still ain't come back.
No, her real voice sounds like mine.
I'm depressed. I'm overwhelmed.
I'm kind of retarded. So this is the trick queen. They call her the trick pimp. She's out there giving loads of ladies advice how to get a man to trick on them, buy them mortgages, bags, purses, whatever. But this is crazy because she's sending them the wrong way, and it's very dangerous in Miami. A lot of people are going missing in these sort of businesses. It's literally trafficking, and that.
Yeah, he 100% right on that one. Certain cities, Miami, definitely Miami being one of them, you do have human trafficking going on down there. So she get wrapped up in somebody she thinks she tricking, and he gonna make all that money back and then some when he trick her somewhere and sell off. Now she missing, she gone. You may not never see her again. Like it's she putting herself and she advising women to put themselves in dangerous situations. Because let's say hypothetically, you ain't got to worry about the human trafficking aspect. You think if this man who got this kind of money, if he find out that she using him as a trick, that's all he is to her, do you not think he may snap? Right? You got some of these men, especially the ones that got the money like this, they got anger issues. So they end up snapping because they figure they see exactly what you using them for. You think they're not gonna snap and could potentially hurt them? People do stuff like that for less. You think they not gonna do it when they see how much? I mean, and again, that's more on them, in my opinion. That's more on them. You ought to pay attention. You see, she said she see her do once every 3 months, right? 90 days, once every 90. That sounds more like a doctor's appointment. But you see this dude once every 90 days, and he's spending $5,000 cash, the car, and rent. Are you kidding me? That's on him. But all in all, if he's somebody who ain't got control of his emotions, he got anger issues, and he realized how she using him, how she see him, he might hurt her. And it definitely ain't justified, but he might hurt her. And she following this other clown advice, who seemed to not even be in that same situation since she complaining about bills. Like, I need people to think.
That is what is happening. So they're telling all these women, go out there and go and get a man, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. But it never ends right in the end. You might benefit for a little bit, but in the end, something serious and dangerous might end up happening. And as you can see, she's turned around and changed her tune, and now she's complaining about all the bills. So to all these women that she's giving advice to, she's making life seem like it's at its best,
And then she laying in bed like she complaining. Now I can tell, especially like her eyelashes and stuff. That's an app. It's a filter. As far as that, because eyelashes, because it's one of two things. She either using a filter to make sure she look a certain way, even on that. So again, it takes a little extra effort to look like this. She complaining about having to work and do the bills, but she's not complaining about the extra effort she got to take to find a right filter for her to come on here and make this video. And if it's not a filter, if it's a makeup, she complaining about the effort she got to make to work, but not complaining about having to put on makeup before laying back in bed to make this video in her pajamas. Like, it's ridiculous. The effort you taking to complain about this can be spent actually being productive, right? And you got to bust your behind early so you can take it easy later. That's how it goes. If you grind and you bust your behind and you're successful overall, you smooth coast. You going downhill at that point, not in a bad way, but you don't have to put in the gas and the effort you put in to get up that hill. You just cruise. You good. And all you gotta do is small little maintenance. You make sure, this good, that's good. Maybe you earn enough to where you can hire employees to go and do this stuff for you, and you reaping the benefits. But you better not complain about capitalism, because that's exactly what you just did. Like, she seems like she might be the type to do that. But all in all, you got to put in the grind early to reap the benefits later. It's like growing a vegetable garden, right? You going to do a lot of work up front. You got to make sure the soil is good. You got to make sure the seeds are good. You got to make sure you keep it watered. And it takes time for it to grow. And the issue with women like her is they don't want to wait for that growth. They want it to already be done. They want to show up somewhere, and you already got the full garden there. And she don't even want to pick the plants. Like, she wants somebody else to do all that. She want to show up and want a fresh from the ground garden salad, but don't want to do the work for none of it. She just want to show up and the salad already on the plate for her.
peak. She can get mortgages, she can get you anything. And of course, she's out here selling courses to monetize and make money of these vulnerable women. There's loads more. She's gone viral.
I wouldn't say the term vulnerable. A bit stupid, yes, but I would not say vulnerable. Babies are vulnerable. The other one already doing it. The person we just saw is already doing that. I would not call her vulnerable. Ill-informed, ignorant, but all around, I would just say stupid.
And who knows if it's going to end now or if this is going to be a crazy thing that ends up going on for a minute. And she's trying to tell women that they won't need to go out there and sleep with old men, as if these men are just going to be tricking and buying you houses and all of these crazy things without getting any sort of box or anything in return. Delusional.
Exactly. You got to take your meds, people. You got to. This question is for the niggas and the hoes. Why do y'all be so mad that motherfuckers be selling it?
They mad not because you're selling it. They mad because you demand the same amount of respect as someone who's not. I mean, you already look like a clown. Like, you literally look like the Joker right now. But it's because you demand the same amount of respect as somebody who's not. If you have a woman who is busting behind at work to move up in the company and have a good life and make a good living, you want the same level of respect as her who actually worked for it versus you who's selling your body. That's the problem, is you demand respect. Nobody respects the easy route. No one does. Y'all don't respect the easy route. you gonna take it and then be mad because somebody don't give you the same level of respect as somebody who didn't do it. If you had two women with the same amount of money and one busted their behinds with a company and got to that point, and the other one was on OnlyFans, nobody's gonna respect the OnlyFans girl. And as far as if she want to get married, it's gonna be that much harder for her to do it because everybody done seen every part of your body for $5.
But it's okay for them to give it out for free though, right? Huh? Give me a good answer why motherfuckers be so mad about that. Cause if this bitch selling it, she leaving with a wet ass and some money. That's 2 for 2 right there. Homegirl just leaving with a wet ass. But y'all still bash your bitch for doing it for free. I'm so confused. I would rather sell it than do it for free.
Because it's easier for y'all. When it comes to sex, it's easier for women to get it. You could take the ugliest, most overweight, walrus looking woman, the worst thing you can imagine, and it's still easy for her to get sex than a guy of the equivalent. Right? Because there's always some weird, horny gooner who is going to sleep with her because he has the opportunity. But you're not gonna touch that dude unless he pay for it. And even then, he may have to pay a lot of money for some of them to go and do it. The male equivalent is still harder for him to get the same to get sex in general than that woman is. It is easier, and again, nobody respects the easy route. So when you run around slaying it, throwing it all over the place, no, you're not gonna be respected for it. Even and if you pay for it, you're still not gonna be respected for it because you're paying for it, right? All in all, it's about the easy route. Nobody respects the easy route. People just don't like to admit that out loud.
As long as I got a comma behind that, or if I got 2 zeros behind that shit, I will sell it. I don't care. I'm selling it. I'm doing it.
Oh, killing me with this
whore.
So y'all, I'm highly irritated because all up and down my For You page, I see everybody talking about going to Miami to find the tricks. All y'all talk about Chanel bags, Hermes sandals. I don't want that. I don't want that. Where's the college grads? Pay off my student loans. Invest in my business. Y'all not thinking big. Y'all not thinking beneficial. Y'all not y'all thinking materialistic.
I was about to get her props, but then she kept talking. I mean, at least she's thinking long term, I guess. It's still wrong to be out tricking tricking these cats into paying for this stuff, but she at least thinking with a more business level mindset where she was like, pay off the student loans, right? Invest in her business. Now, is it a good business? That's another question. If it's a waste of time, I wouldn't tell anybody to do it. But at least she's a little bit more forward. She's just not thinking all materialistic. It's still wrong, but it's like you slightly less wrong than the other ones.
Let's think big. Y'all not seeing the vision. Y'all definitely not peeping the fucking plot. I'm irritated.
Cut the show. I'm done. And don't be trying to let people trick y'all into thinking that being ran through is a bad thing.
Every day I get on this app, y'all remind me as to why independent thinking is so important for one's development. View discretion is advised.
It's really not. If you ain't got at least 50 or 100 bodies, then you really not experienced. At least 25 to 50 bodies, you really not fucking experienced.
You not a Toyota or a Honda. People say the same thing about a Toyota with 250 miles. Or a Honda, same mileage. It was like, yeah, no, you just breaking that in. 125 miles. Nah, that Honda Toyota still good, just breaking that in. She talking like they cars or tires. You pretty ran through. You talk about 50 to, you slept with 50 to 100 individual people. Because you can't count the same person twice, right? If you sleep with the same person twice, that's not two bodies. That's the same one body. You talk about 50 to 100 different people you slept with. You pretty ran through, all right? The treads on the tires is low. They almost bald. I see the wiring.
Parents, you don't know what to do, and it's just, yeah, you gotta at least have at least 50 to 100 bodies.
You ever see somebody and they look like what they've been through? You ever seen that before?
Yeah.
Like you could tell life has done a number on them. And you can visually see it. They don't have to tell you. You can just see them like, yo, I know you went through a lot, or you going through a lot. And you know, I'm not one to get on here and talk about how the way people look, but when something is just that apparent, I can't ignore it. I just can't. Ma'am, you look like you got a lot of bodies. In the word,
I mean, it's like the same as far as a crackhead. You could look at somebody and tell they on drugs. It's the same thing. Your body will reflect your lifestyle. If you lazy and you overeat, you become fat, right? If you put your body through those exhaustion things, it's going to reflect what it is you do. So to a certain degree, you can look at somebody and get a rough idea about how they live their life. So if she looked like that, she reflects how she lives her life. So that 50 to 100 bodies reflects in her body.
way.
If you ain't got 100 to 200 bodies, then you really ain't put in no work.
Body double.
Because if you ain't had number 1 or 2 people, then you not experienced and you don't missed out on a lot.
Now, I understand the audience she was trying to market to was women. For any young woman or any woman, period, that sees this video, please don't listen to this woman. You're not missing out on anything. Right. Your best bet is to get into a healthy, committed relationship with a man, and you guys figure out what works for the both of you.
Correct.
That's it. Y'all take your time to learn each other together and experience each other on your own accords. You don't gotta go catch a whole bunch of bodies to truly enjoy sex. It's all cap. As long as he's willing to learn you and you are willing to learn him and there's a level of patience between the two of you, you'll be perfectly fine.
Yep. What they say, corn, because you can't say certain words on here. Corn, for boys, for younger boys, it ruins their perception. They expect that what they're looking at to be the normal, and that's definitely not the case. It's not realistic. They end up getting in trouble because they think what they see on there is reality, and it's not. So it is very bad for developing boys to sit there and men too, grown men. Yeah, definitely. It's bad for everybody in general. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your physical and your mental health. Because again, that energy that you're using for that, you go do something else. And a lot of times you're going to end up feeling gross afterward anyway. So why put yourself through that, right? For women, you don't need to sleep around with a bunch of guys to get experience. There was a quote saying, never fear the person who does 10,000 things. Fear the person that does one thing 10,000 times. If you had a guy that practiced a single punch 10,000 times, he gonna know how to use that punch, right? So in the same context, you don't need to have 200 bodies to have experience, because the one person that you may want to live the rest of your life with may not like what them other 200 people liked. So now what you got to do, learn this person. It don't matter what everything else you know. If he don't like it, he ain't gonna want you doing it. It ain't gonna work for him, right? It'd be the same with food. You might need 200 other people might like, maybe they liked the chicken that you fried, right? But the one that matters, if he don't like it, why you gonna keep cooking? I hope he gonna change his mind. He might tolerate it, but if he don't like it, he don't like it. Plain and simple.
Do not allow women that have given their soul to the streets to give you advice. They're not gonna come and save you when shit goes bad.
And don't let Woo Lady persuade y'all to go down to Miami thinking y'all gonna find y'all a trick. Because, baby, I guarantee you that lifestyle is not what you think it is. Y'all may think it's, oh, yeah, we getting money out these dudes. You gotta do something for that money, honey. Money ain't getting given out for free, I can tell you that much. Don't let that lady pimp y'all out. I mean, think about it. She pretty much working for them necessarily. Like, she's putting y'all on game on how to pretty much trick the niggas. Like, no, she's setting y'all up, literally. Y'all can get down to Miami and fuck around and find out. Y'all best to be careful, okay? Stop believing everything you see on the internet, because trust and believe, baby. Them people who are getting tricked on, they're doing a lot of things behind the scenes to get what they're getting. Baby, money not free, especially not nowadays. Stuff is too high. Don't take y'all bus down there to Miami thinking y'all finna have y'all a grand time, because y'all might not make it back home.
Facts.
Yeah, her, whoever she is, I love her already. It's lovely to see a woman coming out and saying exactly how the men are thinking, the logical way, that you can't just go there and think you're going to get everything for free. Life doesn't work like that. It's an equal exchange both ways, all the way around. So a lot of women are coming out here with all their Chanel bags and all these trips and gifts. I'm making it seem like men are just giving it to them for no reason in Miami because they're pretty, when we all know that's not the case. We've got this woman trying to justify and say, listen, real feminism, my body, my choice, go out there and sleep with as much man as you want so that you can have experience, which is crazy. What type of advice is this?
Get some help.
You're a fucking slut. You're a slut.
And let me tell y'all something. I seen all this discourse on this lady right here.
Ladies, do not walk in a group. 5, 6 niggas in Miami don't like that shit. Walking in a group. Certain niggas do. It's a hit and miss walking in a group. I'd rather y'all walk by yourself, 1 or 2, or go to the lounge in the bar by yourself. You'll get your...
And now she putting y'all in danger because she gonna tell y'all to walk around by yourself. You know how easy it is to get snatched up in Miami? It ain't gonna take nothing. You'll have the literal white van snatch you, throw you in that van, never seen again. Just talked about human trafficking. This clown listening to her go get you snatched up off the street.
Biggest chick by herself. I got all my niggas by myself.
She need to be investigated. She working for one of them trafficking rings. She might be
Facts.
even at the top of one of them trafficking rings. She talking about, I got a Birkin for this, I got a Chanel bag for that. She the one bringing them girls in. It's like a pyramid scheme with these folks. It's like an affiliate program with these folks. I'm trying to tell y'all ever heard of Ghislaine Maxwell? That's just a large-scale operation. This shit is being ran all over every city in America right now. Every city in America got rings like this where they bringing young girls in and they taking them over to the young men and they giving them advice like this, like go out there by yourself. Yeah, you a young girl, go to Miami, go out there by yourself. 19, 20, 21 years old, go to the bar by yourself on a Tuesday night. Where's the sharks? The sharks is out there.
Straight facts. I was prior military, and when I was stationed overseas, we went through training to spot stuff like that. And then you go out in town and you got the same group, like, and you see it. Like, they do the training and then you see it firsthand out there. You avoid it, you're taught to avoid those places. Now you got some people that's stupid, they're gonna go in there anyway. But you taught to avoid these places because of those exact reasons. You know it's trafficking going on. You literally see it firsthand, the signs of all of that. Now the downside is unless you got some evidence, then it ain't much you could do except, you know, hey, this look funny, I'm gonna make the report and go on from there. But you going by this other country's rules, so if they don't do nothing about it, me, you know, you as a service member, you can report it in your chain, but you know, it's only so far it could go. You can report it to the local authorities, but again, it's only so far it could go. But you see stuff like that. So what's the best thing to do? Educate, especially because most human trafficking happens with women and kids. All you can do is educate and make sure they're protected. So telling them to walk around by themselves with all these people down in Miami is about the dumbest thing you could have possibly said. Yeah, I agree with them. She need to be investigated because she may be a madam. She the bait. She throwing out she's the one that they come out to. They listen to her. They go out there and get snatched. She gonna tell them, hey, yeah, this is a hot area. So the girls go out there by themselves, like she's saying, and get snatched up off the street.
They're gonna spin that bag on you. I was in Miami for a whole month. I was a manager. I was managing over these young girls. I was the manager of the sales department. So they was trying to get them a job. You know how many women came in with no place to live? Out there in Miami, they moved down to Miami because a man told them they was going to move them in a mansion. You know what I'm saying? They had them in an Airbnb for some months. They paid for everything. They bought them bags. They got them on drugs. They had them so turned up out of their mind for months at a time. They done cut off their family. They done cut ties with all of their friends. They out there on an island. No connections, nobody to save them. You know what I'm saying? And once they got them like that in that vulnerable state, they can do anything to them. They can kick them out, put them on the street. You know what I'm saying? They can send them to any of the houses that they want to. They need to investigate this Wu lady girl because them be the ones. She talking about some, I'm 485 pounds, I look like this, and I'm still getting Birkins. They get a certain type of woman to bring girls in.
Yep, and then pay them per body that they end up snatching because of it. Facts. This dude is not telling any lies.
Now you feel like, oh, I'm pretty, I'm cute. I can get that bag too. Oh, it should be easy for me if I go to Miami. They need to be investigated. Y'all know y'all say it's always a man. Every single big operation has a woman that's doing the recruiting. Trust me, I know things. I know things. I've been around.
Sensational.
He ain't telling no lies. It's facts. But what y'all think as usual? You know, y'all let me know. Maybe we crazy. Maybe we not. What y'all think about Miss Wu Lady over there? You know, hit me with your questions, comments, concerns as usual. And as usual, I'll see y'all next time. Deuces.